Hi, this is Brant for the Fox River channel, and I'm going to show you how to make delicious white bass fish tacos today. Okay, very affordable the way I make them, and very delicious. Now, a lot of people have complained to me over the past that white bass tastes gamey, and white bass can taste gamey, but there's a way to get that out of there. Okay, and I'm going to show you how to do that today. Okay, rule number one. Okay, if your white bass that you froze are more than 4 months old, they're no good. Now I know a lot of people have come to me and say, well, Brant, you got to freeze them in water, you know, and they'll last forever. You have to vacuum suck them. I have a food saver, and plus I have tried to freeze them in water. That's a myth. Okay? It really is. It's a myth. They will go bad regardless. Okay? From my past experience, white bass will only be good for about 4 months in the freezer, no matter what you do to them. After 4 months, they'll taste sour no matter what you do. Okay? So, if somebody can prove me wrong, that'd be great, but I've tried freezing them in water and I tried vacuum sucking them. 4 months is the max, so if they're over 4 months old, you might as well just toss them. Okay? Now, even if they're not 4 months old, they'll still taste gamey, but I have a way to get that out of there. Okay? You see I got a pack of white bass here. Okay? Caught a lot of them this year. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to get that gamey taste out of white bass, and I'm going to show you how to make some delicious fish tacos that don't really cost a lot of money to make. Okay, and the leftovers are delicious. So let's get started, shall we? First of all, when you pull out a pack of frozen white bass, okay, you can use this rule not just for white bass, but for all fish. What I always do is after you thaw them out, the first step is to take a bowl of water and soak them in the water for at least 24 hours. Okay? But you also want to change the water every 4 to 8 hours. So I'll thaw them out. I'll take a bowl about this big. Okay? Fill it with water. Alright? And then you change the water every 4 to 8 hours. Okay? Change the water. Change the water on those white bass every 4 to 8 hours. For 24 hours. Okay? Once that's full, open up the fridge. And then we put them back in the fridge. Okay, I have 2 bowls here. Okay? That's what I do. Hi, this is Brant from the Fox River channel, and I'm going to show you how to make my delicious fish tacos. But first, before we do that, I'm going to show you how to get the gamey taste out of these white bass. Now, as you can see, there is dark red meat right here. That's the meat that you don't want. You want to cut that out. So you want to take a sharp knife And what I do is I'll tilt the knife like this and just sort of trim the top of it off like this. Okay? Just like that. Okay? Do it again. Okay? Like so. Okay? And then, as you can see, we still have a center part right there that's dark. So what you do is I'll take it like this and I'll cut the back off. Okay? And I'll trim a little bit more like this. Now most of that dark meat is gone. Now you do lose some meat, but making fish tacos doesn't really matter anyway because you're going to break up the meat anyway. Some people throw the stomach meat away. I usually keep it, but there we go. This is the meat that you don't want right here. Okay, you want to make the meat as white as possible. Okay, so here we'll do it again. See, we have some dark meat right here. Okay, we want to take your knife, want to go sideways, and we just sort of want to trim, just skim the top of it. Okay, like this. And then we might want to do it again right here. Yeah, you lose some meat, but if you catch a lot of white bass, it really doesn't matter, does it? Here we do some more here. We still have a centerpiece there, which is dark. So we're going to cut the back. Cut it lengthwise down the middle. Okay. That's pretty much all free of the dark meat. Okay. That's where the gamey taste resides, in that dark meat. Okay. So if you cut that out, okay, we cut out the strip there. Okay, as you can see, this is pretty much free too of all the dark meat. The white bass will taste a heck of a lot better if you do that. Okay, a little bit here that we missed. Okay, the ingredients that you'll need, you can see I've already chopped them up. You need some red onions, chopped, okay, chopped tomatoes, okay, and chopped cilantro, okay. Those are the three main ingredients that you need, plus the fish breading mix and soft taco shells, okay. So there we go. There is the chopped red onions, the chopped tomatoes, and the chopped cilantro. That's what we're going to be putting on the fish tacos. Okay? So we have that. And we have flour taco shells, soft taco shells. The brand that I use is kind of hard to read that, but it's LA brand Dirita. Okay, that is the soft taco shells that I use. You can use hard shell, but I don't prefer hard shell because these are really good left over. And if you use a hard taco corn shell, it will fall apart when you eat leftovers. So I prefer the soft taco shells for that reason. Okay? Now I prefer to deep fry them when I'm making fish tacos. Now, the favorite type of breading that I like to use is this kind right here. Zartman's fish fry, New Orleans style seasoned mix with lemon flavor. Okay, believe me, I've tried many different breadings and this one is my favorite, and I think if you try this you'll probably agree with me. Okay, this is a breading I always use for white bass. You can use it for bluegills and crappies too if you want, but for white bass this is probably the favorite breading from the store that I've ever used. Okay, for deep frying. Okay, so this is the breading I use. You can get it at a Woodman's or maybe a Walmart or a Meijer, but usually at Woodman's is where I find it at. It usually costs about $2. Okay, and this is very important. If you want to save money on oil, okay, you're going to want to invest in a wok. Okay, now I have a wok here, okay, with some vegetable oil. Okay, because if you have a deep fryer you need almost a half gallon of oil. But if you use a wok, because of the way it's shaped, you don't have to use that much oil. Then you can cover it, cover the fish. So right here we have about half a quart of oil. We're going to put it in here. Okay. That's about all you need right there. That's about all you need. And that'll be enough, or maybe a little more. But you don't need much more than that. Okay, that should be enough for plenty of deep frying. Okay, that's why I like to use a wok. Okay, so I use a wok, fish breading mix, and then one last thing you need a candy thermometer. Okay, to monitor the temperature. Okay, and of course you need a deep frying spoon. Okay, so if you want to save a lot of money on oil, invest in a wok with a candy thermometer. The way it's shaped, it works wonders, man. Okay, so we are going to cut up the onions, tomatoes, and the cilantro. Okay, I've got the oil heating up. I've got my Zartemans fish fry ready mix in a little Tupperware container with the lid. Okay, we don't dip these fish in nothing. All I'm going to do is take them out of the water. Okay, I'm going to pat them down. Okay, and you do not dip them in egg, milk, or nothing. Just water, just that straight breading with water. Dry breading too. You don't mix the breading with any water. You can do that, but they turn out a lot more greasy. So I just use the dry breading and moist fish and just shake them in there and then put them in the deep fryer. Okay, that's the first step. Okay, when the grease reaches 350 degrees, that's when you want to start frying. So it's just about there. So we're going to shake them in that little Tupperware and then we're going to start deep frying. Okay, here we go. 1, make sure you don't hit the candy thermometer. 2. Like I said, no egg, no milk, no nothing, just water and a dry breading. Deep frying for probably about 3 to 5 minutes. Yeah, as you can see, I think that wok works really well. Okay, you can sometimes take a fork and move them around a little bit if you like. You know, make sure you don't hit the candy thermometer though, or that might fall in there. Alright. But after these are done, we're going to take them out and put them on that little plate right there to cool down. And then what we do is we take a taco shell. With the breading, we cut the fish up, shred it up into like a hamburger type of ground beef. We don't put them in there whole, we cut them up, we shred it. Now all the breading goes with it. You put them in a taco shell, they're all shredded up with the breading, and then we put the onions on top, and then we put the tomatoes, and then we put the cilantro, and we roll it up. They're so good, you don't even need tartar sauce. So, but I'll show you that anyway, even though I told you I'd like to show you anyway. So, cook these for about 3 to 5 minutes usually, till they're golden brown. Okay? As you can see, those strips are real nice without any dark meat in them. Okay, these are just about done here. Take them out. Nice and golden brown. Nice and golden brown. As you can see, again, we're going to do these ones next. You don't have to make fish tacos out of these. You can eat them just the way they are with tartar sauce. Okay, usually I'll save a few like this and I'll just put them in the fridge, or and then eat them cold even. So you don't have to make fish tacos. You can just cook them like this and eat them this way if you like. So I usually do a little bit of both, I'll cook a big batch, I'll save some whole like this, and then I'll make fish tacos out of some of them. About half and half. So yeah, you can eat them this way with tartar sauce that's whole like that, or you can make fish tacos out of them. This should be done in probably a few more minutes. Alright. Hi, it's Brian from the Fox River channel, and we are going to finish making the white bass fish tacos. A little bit of tin foil, like this. And then you take one soft taco shell, throw it in the microwave. For about 10 seconds. So it's nice and hot. And then we take our white bass. And we cut them up in little chunks. Just shred it with the breading on and everything. Okay, once it's been shredded about like that, okay, then we just take some of the white bass, put it in there just like you would beef taco. Okay, and then we take some onions, take some red onions, break it on top of that. Okay. Okay, and then we take some tomatoes, put them on top of that. And then we take some cilantro and put it on top of that. Looks about like that. Okay. Chopped white bass. Chopped onions and chopped tomatoes and chopped cilantro. Then we just roll it up, just like you would a taco or a burrito. Just roll it up, and you take the tin foil, and you just wrap it. And there we go. We got one fish taco. They are delicious. They're so good you don't even need sauce with them, my opinion. So if you try this recipe, you can use, doesn't have to be white bass, you can use bluegills, you can use crappies if you want. You could probably even use, I don't know, I never tried trout or salmon, but I'd say any type of panfish would be good. Bluegills, pumpkin seeds, green sunfish, white bass, yellow bass, maybe even smallmouth. I don't know. Never tried smallmouth. But let me know if you try this recipe. Let me know if you like it or not, because I love it. So this is Brand for the Fox River channel, and I'm showing you how to make my delicious fish taco recipe. Thanks for watching.